Okay, well, that's alright. We're riding. We're gonna have a nice ride. That's all that really matters. The hell with all the rest of it. Here's the deal. If you have not got this year's flu shot yet, go ahead and get it. For sure. Do not hesitate. Do not wonder. Do not wander. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go straight to your clinic and get yourself a flu shot. Because I got it last week. And I am finally almost recovered from it. I do not remember last Friday at all, other than I was coughing so hard that my ribs hurt. It was awful. 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 And for about, a few hours there, I was scared that it was going to turn into pneumonia. So, message number one for the day: get your flu shot. At least one. From an approved dispenser. Not from those guys who hang out down by the bus station. Because that might not be flu vaccine in that needle. It might make you feel real good, but it won't do nothing. But no. Ooh. As it turns out, our little move was all planned out. Family found a nice little house in a little town in the middle of Illinois. Thought it was wonderful and all this other stuff, and they made an offer and all the good appropriate stuff. And I talked to contractors about this and that to be done to the house and all this other stuff, and talked to movers about the moving and all that other stuff. Well, then, as I mentioned once previously, the wife has been on short-term disability because of some issues. Well, those issues being resolved and the paperwork being straightened out, she was given permission to return to work full-time all day, every day. So right after we had made the move on the house, she returns to work. Remember now, the company she worked for had just recently, like the beginning of the year, been sold to an international conglomerate. And the international conglomerate decided to change the rules, rework things, do things the way they wanted them to be done. So the wife reports to work and finds out that she is, one, no longer a salaried employee, but a pay-by-the-hour employee. They've even changed her title, and it got changed down to something that sounds very low-level, entry-level, spoon-fed thing. which just insulted her to no end. But she figured, oh well, in today's economy, having a job is having a job. Like it or lump it. Well, then it turned out that they had also changed the health and medical insurance, the rates, fees, all this other stuff, totally rewritten. So now she's paying more for less. And being as how she is a paid by the hour person, they put her on a clock with a quota that so much had to be done each month, blah blah blah. Except that the hours that she is supposed to work are 3 hours off from our time zone, and the quota is basically impossible. And her immediate supervisor agrees with her that the quota is virtually impossible. Therefore, after seeing this, the wife said to herself, and then she said to me and the daughter, that it now looked like buying a house and moving now was just way too risky. If something went wrong, anything went wrong, we would be seriously screwed. So we had to back out of the deal. So the sellers got the earnest money, and we lost all of our deposits on all of the contractors for all of the stuff that was going to be done, and the moving company and all of that other stuff. So we are now out just a little over $2,000. Now, it is not all, however, gloom and doom on that front. The new employer person, this international conglomerate, did something that I guess maybe is standard practice. I wouldn't know. I'm not a corporate person. Everybody from the old company who's shifting over to be under this new company are being treated as though they are new hires. Up to and including, they are all of them, several thousand people, on the 180 days probation period. You have to be nice and meet your quotas and all this other stuff, or, you know, you're gone. And because of the way the contracts are written and where their headquarters happens to be, they can fire any day, any time, with or without cause. Just toss your little butt out into the street. And part of the bad reputation of this company is that they have done that quite often. head sideways to look at the left lane. If anybody knows where I am, call and tell me. I'm just kind of assuming I'm still in Indiana somewhere. There is no sun, so I can't tell if I'm heading east, west, south, north, up, or down. This is not, however, an urgent matter, because I do still have more than half a tank of gas, over 100 miles cruising range left. And if I get desperate, I can drag out the phone and activate Google Maps or some other locator finder thinger. And I'm going to have to pull over here in a minute anyway, because I've got batteries dying. So we're going to cut the narration at this point. And we'll pick this back up again after the batteries are changed. Okay, we are recording. It is now 20 minutes after I said that the batteries were dying, and they did. And I took a turn here and took a turn there and have no idea where I am, other than I went through some little town named Folsomville. And according to the map app on my phone, Highway 69 is up ahead just a few miles. And we're about half an hour from home. Having the earplugs put in properly does help with the wind noise, but I now know how much wind noise was making it through to the microphone, because the microphone does not have earplugs. In 2.2 miles, turn left onto East State Road 68. Alright. And I kind of figured, with what with there being a COVID plague tower there, that I would have good cell phone reception. And by God, do I ever.